Hi, I have too many hobbies, and as winter wanes and spring saunters in, I find myself reaching more and more for my crochet hook. So, let's talk about all the open crochet projects or my works in progress that I've got at the moment. So, a couple of years ago, I actually crocheted Howl's coat from Howl's Moving Castle, and I'm going to put a picture of it somewhere. And that was a lovely coat. I love it. I'm obsessed with it. But before I started making that coat, I wasn't really sure what kind of yarn I wanted. So I got some heavier yarn and some lighter yarn, and then I ended up using the lighter yarn for it. So I had all this extra spare yarn lying around in the color scheme of the project. And I finally got around to using it this year, and I made this House Moving Castle house coat inspired crochet blanket. It's a simple granny square blanket with the elements, and I wanted to, and I kind of did end on the golden note. However, I might have been done with this blanket, but the crochet gods were not. So I found three more skeins of this blue yarn. So I guess that after having I wove all my ends in, guys. Do you know how big of a deal it is when you weave your ends in? But I even did that. The only thing that was left to do was to block this blanket. But I guess the crochet gods are not done with me being done with this project yet. So I have this, and I guess the outer border is now going to be made out of blue yarn. So I am going to complete this already completed project in the next few days, I guess. This next project is one that I started in this winter, and it was a pretty new experience for me because I learned how to crochet a top down sweater. So I did not have to make like a front panel, a back panel, two sleeves, and then sew them all together. In fact, I didn't have to sew anything together because I worked top down. I built, like, I made the neck, and then I left some space for the arms, and then I made the body of the sweater. And let me just show you the sweater. um, this is a work in progress because this is a lovely sweater. I was going for like a foresty, mushroomy, woodsy green vibe, which I think I kind of got it. But the problem is I have like this sleeve remaining, and this whole sleeve, and then the ribbing of the sweater. And the reason that I kind of stopped working on this sweater was because I need to do some math, some counting when I make this sleeve, when I attach the yarn here and go on crocheting. And I don't know why I did it perfectly with the first sleeve, but for some reason I'm not able to do it, get in that headspace with the second sleeve. And so I'm just not doing it. But spring is, like I said, spring is almost here. And right now I'm even feeling warm in these two layers. So either I need to finish this or I need to give it up for this season. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but this is the sweater. Before I show you guys the third and final thing that I'm working on, I thought I should do an honorable mention for a project that I started 4 years ago, but I've still not made that much progress on. It is a granny square starburst patchwork sweater. So I started making the granny squares, and the first thing that I had to make was the sunflowers for this. I think I made the centers for the sunflowers, about like 60 of them. I think I don't remember why I decided I needed 60 squares, but I think I did. And then I made the sunflowers for some of them, and then I made, I think, one completed granny square just to see how that would look. But I never got around to completing that sweater, and obviously I'm not going to pick it up now again. I think I'll try to aim to pick it up by August so that I can finish it by September or October and actually wear it in this upcoming winter. But I've got nothing yet. And now, and now, finally, for the last project that I'm working on. So this is a scrap yarn. I don't know if it's a sweater, I don't know if it's a crop top, I don't know if it's gonna be a dress, but I made these two panels. Like, this is the front panel with the V, and then this is the back panel, which is plain. They're like identical, and I used a bunch of scrap yarn here, and this is gonna sit somewhere like that, I think. And then yesterday I decided to make some sleeves for it. And okay, so the sleeves are gonna be like a full sleeve, that's like contoured to the shape of my arm. And then over here I want to put like a frilly little detail. I haven't done the frilly detail yet because I'm still deciding whether or not this is gonna be a top or a dress. But I'll show you the sleeves. So this is what the sleeve looks like. This is, again, it's all scrap yarn, and I didn't have all the colors that I used in the sweater itself, so I decided to add a few other colors in it, which again leads me to think that maybe I should make it a, this is what the sleeve looks like right now, and I think it should end about here, and then I can add the frills if I want to. So I've been thinking that I can use this magenta-ish dark pink yarn and then this multicolored yarn. It's not actually multicolored yarn, it's just three very lightweight yarns that I made a ball out of together. So I think I'm gonna use those and create a skirt. I was thinking of doing like a skirt separately, but I could also just attach it to the dress. Like I said, I haven't figured it out yet. And the first thing I'm gonna do with this is, I think, join the panels and the like arms together. That's mesmerizing. And then I'm gonna try it on, and then I'm gonna figure out what I actually want from this item. But that is it. Those are all my crochet projects that are in progress at the moment. And I know this is a pivot from my usual bookish content, but my main aim with this channel is to keep going with all the things, all the hobbies that I have, and to document them. And of course, if someone finds some value in watching these videos and listening to me yap and like listening to my opinions about it, that's well and great. But yeah, that was it. That was the video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. So I did not have to make like a front